right, I'm on my way out for another great practice flight. I'm on taxiway Alpha at Glendale Airport, kind of a narrow taxiway, and I'm zigzagging. You ever wonder why we zigzag on taxiways and tail draggers? Well, here you go. It's because we can't see out the front very well when we're in a three-point attitude. And as you can see here in a second, this is what I can see out the front. So I kind of got to zigzag and make sure I'm not going to hit anything. But here I'm coming up to the edge of the runway, and I'm going to call for takeoff, and we're off. I'm excited. It's going to be a great practice flight. I've got the audio coming on here so you can listen to the roar of that Lycon modified engine as we take off. Thanks, folks. So how important is it as I drive down to the practice area? Well, believe it or not, it's actually a big part of my journey back to show center. I'm building the confidence. I'm rebuilding the confidence in the airplane. I'm setting the manifold pressure. I'm setting the RPM. Try to get 25 squared on the manifold pressure and the RPM. I got the mixture coming back to about 20 gallons an hour. And I'm just building a confidence in the airplane, and I'm really looking forward to an awesome practice flight, which it turned out to be. But just about right here is when I kind of looked up and realized the camera's about to die. Hey, so this is what happens when you take off and you're all excited to practice, and halfway to the practice area, something goes wrong with the GoPro camera. And you've just realized that you didn't plug in the battery. Okay, I get it. Sorry, you would have seen some awesome, no, not so awesome. Today was a good practice day because I went up and I worked on the double hammerhead. I haven't done those in a while. The first one, I got way too slow. I mean, I barely made it through the second one without going into some sort of spin. Not very good to enter into a maneuver. Here's the bottom line. I need to practice, and I'm going to practice. Actually, I did two more double hammerheads, and they went pretty good. And then I just put together half Cubans, figure eights, slow flight, and I practiced the hover. I think I'm gonna name that after Angie. So it's going to be Angie's Arresto Momentum Hover. Okay, so Arresto Momentum. She just reminded me yesterday that is a spell from one of her and our favorite movies, Harry Potter. And so it actually means to stop your momentum. It's basically what happens when we hover. So we're not exactly hovering like a helicopter. We're still moving across the ground slowly, but we can move across the ground pretty slow. And if there's a good off-crowd wind and we're wheels at the crowd, we might be moving across the crowd or the ground maybe 10-15 knots. If there's a 10-15 knot wind, it sure does appear like we're hovering. So anyways, you'll have to take my word for it that was probably one of the best practice flights, especially when the camera battery dies. Okay, next time I promise more flying videos. Until then, thanks for watching. Godspeed.